Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest edition of No Fouls Given, presented by Prize Picks. Of course, make sure you download the Prize Picks app and use the code NFG at sign out. You get a nice promotion. Of course, as always, I'm joined by my co-hosts, Paul Pierce, Danny Green. We got an incredible show for you guys today. Let's get right into it. Again, we talked about it being trade season, silly season coming up, and I found this latest trade news to come out kind of laughable. Just the idea that Trae Young and CAA have let the Hawks know that they'd really like for a trade to happen. Also, some new news that came out of this. Trae Young is saying that he has preferred suitors.
Okay.
So the three teams that are at the top of his list being the Minnesota Timberwolves, Washington Wizards.
That's crazy.
And the Brooklyn Nets.
No.
And the Brooklyn Nets.
This is not his preferred.
Also, it said that the Clippers and Bucks are monitoring the situation closely, whatever that means.
Why was this laughable to you? I just want to know why.
Because Trae Young's been on the trade block by Atlanta for at least a year and a half now.
Rumored.
Sure. So
it's funny to you because his group. Mind you, I didn't know he was still with CA. He was with Clutch.
I thought he was Clutch. I think he went back to CA. Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. Okay, who's representation? So it's funny that they're coming out now after they already expressed that they wanted to trade him.
It's almost like you about to get fired
before you break up with me.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you about to get fired. You know you about, and you be like, "You can't fire me. I quit." It's like Trae, like, all right,
right. It looks better on the resume.
And then also, when big players come on the market, they always have their list, and normally it's because like these are teams that have a chance to like win. would really be going out of their way to get you. Trae like having a list is kind of funny to me.
Okay.
Because if these guys wanted you, you've been out there, they could have went out and got you.
I think it's recent that he's been out there, openly to the organization, and now they're doing it amicably, but trying to do it together. So now it's like, all right, now it's for real out there. Before it was just talks. Now it's really, really on the table. So, but I get what you're saying. P, why is this list crazy?
Because, Trae, when you're a veteran, you want to go to a winning situation, but I get it now. When I'm looking at it, he's marking teams to where he can get that money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when he say Wizards and Nets, he know that they got money to re-sign them. So he I'm looking to get my bread and then figure it out after that.
Yeah.
Because when you're an all-star and you in 6-7 years, you want to go somewhere to where you can help a team get over the top. So that's why I'm like, all right, I get it now.
Minnesota makes sense, yes, to get over the top. Him, Timo, Ant-Man, Julius, they could be a force in the West. The other two, I think it is cap space, but I also think it's I want to go to where they can build around me and it's still my team.
Yeah, and get your money.
And then get your extension.
Right.
So that makes sense. But go ahead, continue.
I just want the audience to just have a sense of what's happening with this Trae and his situation. So Trae Young has a player option for next season for $48.5 million.
He has 2 years left of $94 million, right? It's 40.
No, it's next season is the last year. Okay. So this summer, he could
extend,
opt out, or extend, or opt in.
Right.
It's for $50 million, basically. He's opting into that.
I mean, he's
deal.
an all-star.
Yeah, but
unless he gets the years, you can opt out and get this team he trades to. He can opt out and sign a longer term.
I know, but what I'm hinting at is if somebody wanted to get Trae Young and basically extend him at or the salary level that he's at right now, this would have already happened. And so what I think is complicating this is even as a team that would want Trae Young is do I want to pay this guy $50 million next year? A guy that Atlanta, who claims to be wanting to win right now, doesn't even want anymore.
I mean, his numbers is $50 million.
Yeah.
Numbers.
I don't think it's
this year.
I think there were times in his career where that was the case. I don't think that's the case right now.
That's my thing.
He has a small dose this year. He's only played 10 games. He didn't play a lot of games. So we don't know what he looks like this year. But the number, he's 4-time All-Star and been snubbed a couple times. Not to a point where they're saying you got trade. Snub was a damn meme for Trae, his name, because that's how many times. He could have been All-Star at least 2 other times. And he's averaging 25 and 10 for his career.
Yeah.
He has a crazy career average. It's really crazy. But again, to me, that begs the question: why does nobody want this guy?
I don't think he was officially on the table yet. So we're gonna see very.
I'm gonna
soon.
say that because don't go to how his play, because his play screams like he's productive. He can help a team.
He has been in the past.
Because it's like if you're talking about 25 and 10, and then you want to say, oh, he's little, no defense. I mean, Luka, no defense at the point. So like, come on, we don't want to hear that.
So maybe not. Oh no, depending on the team you're on. Now, if it's Brooklyn, that's $50 million. Washington for sure, $50 million.
Yeah.
Minnesota, probably 40. Like I'm saying, if you want to,
if I'm him, I'll take
team,
that
you
40.
have to take a little less just to be. You know what I'm saying? Like for everybody to be balanced out, they can't afford to give him that type of money.
I'm gonna say this: I would be surprised if Trae Young on his next deal made as much annual average salary as his last deal.
What was the average of his last one? 45.
Yeah, about.
I
Over
think
the
he
course
could
of
get that.
a
I think
4 or
he should
5
get-
year
I mean, I think
extension.
he's worth it.
And
I
cap's
think
only
he's
going up.
worth
I think he'll get the same amount, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not more, but I think he can get the same amount, even on a good situation like Minnesota.
So here's why I'm saying that. So, and obviously he's not as good as Giannis, but we could just use Giannis as an example. Giannis is basically, after next year, he can opt out of his deal, which will give him a lot of leverage in terms of a trade. And we already know any team that trades for him, sight unseen, extension. In fact, they're not even trading for Giannis unless he agrees to take their money,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying in
Yeah.
terms of the difference
Yeah.
in the players' markets?
Well,
In terms
yeah.
of the
I
team?
mean, he's
Giannis
talking
is
about an
MVP,
all-time great,
Yeah.
though. Like
Yeah.
an
He's a
MVP.
big, so it's a big
That's
man all time. It's the
Okay.
top MVP caliber player to trade.
one of the
for
top
all-
three
Okay,
players
let's
in
take
the
it out
league.
there. Let's take it out
dog.
there.
Come on.
Remember last year, the point guard that moved, a guy by the name of De'Aaron Fox? Soon as he got moved to San Antonio, mind you, he did the same thing. He said, San Antonio's my team. I have leverage because I only got 1 year left on my deal. San Antonio already knew they wanted to extend him. This shit, the request and all of that came together like this.
That's gonna happen for Trae if he gets traded.
Yeah.
You think
For
so?
sure.
Yeah.
sure.
He's gonna
You-
end up in DC, I think, more.
You
so.
think you think DC's gonna trade for Clay? I've
Why
heard
would
that
you-
it's gonna
For
be
Trae.
around
Trae.
CJ.
Yeah.
Excuse me, for Trae, and automatically extend him.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not
Why would
trading
you
for that
trade
guy.
for like a
What's
rental
automatically? What's the deadline on this extension? Can we make a wager on this?
before he
It's
plays
before
his
the summer.
first game?
It's probably before the summer. Like it
Before
might be like Pascal's situation. Remember Pascal? His extension didn't come.
Yes,
till-
yes, it did come a little bit later.
It's gonna be like that.
So you guys think that
That's already gonna be talked
Clay
about.
Trae is angling to a team like the Wizards because he knows an extension
They
is in
have
place.
cap
Right.
space. They
Right.
have cap space. They have to
Right.
spend the money at some point. Like they have,
Okay.
That's
so,
gonna happen.
Okay.
And they have a little young group over there. They can build like they got some pieces that are solid. Man.
So listen, I could see Washington saying, "We trade for Trae. I don't know why I keep calling him Clay. We trade for Trae. We rip up the old contract, meaning you don't opt in to
Yeah,
the
we
$50
give you a new
million,
one.
and we sign you for
3 years,
3 years, $100 million,
30 something.
33, 35,
Nah, it's gonna be at least 120.
120. You think 120 is the number we get to?
3 years, so he's gotta get at least 40. He's gotta be like.
He's gotta
40.
get at least 40,
It's
you
gonna be at
think?
least 40, bro. It's disrespectful not to give him at least 40 at 25 and 10.
He gonna get more than
Really,
that,
it should be 45, 50. But like there's no
You
way
think he should be?
in
Yes.
today's market, bro.
Yes.
In today's game with the contracts guys
No
are getting,
doubt.
To me, it's just if you're on a team that needs what you have, and they don't want you,
I don't.
and they don't want to pay you.
They don't need what he has. What they're showing, we don't. They're in a different style of play. We don't need what
but
you
Danny,
have.
they don't
Somebody
have
else
a
could
point
do-
guard
They have a point forward in Jalen Johnson.
But
That
he
was damn
can't
near
do
triple-double.
that like full time.
Alexander's
like, do you
there,
think
bro. Alexander is filling in nicely. That's all they need.
He's gonna
Okay.
listen. Trey's gone. He's gonna be full, like they'll have CJ off the ball. He's gonna be second ball handler, but Jalen, that's his team. You better
It's
believe that's
definitely
Jalen Johnson's
his team.
team. He's gonna be point forward.
I don't know that you.
triple double. He's averaging like 25, 8, and 9, something crazy like that.
Damn, is he?
Look at his numbers. His numbers are crazy.
I think
Damn.
even if you have a Nikola Jokic, who is one of the best big man point forward, point center we've ever seen, if not the best, you still got to have a Jamal Murray, right? Like, you
do.
still need a point
for sure.
guard.
You got the CJ, and then you got Nicole Alexander-Walker. Those guys can handle the ball, secondary.
You
ball
need somebody
handler.
that can get downhill and make plays.
Yes.
For sure.
And that's why I'm just like, if Trae is just seen as a guy that can't help the team, that's
He
all
can
he's
get
already
downhill
on.
and make plays.
Bro,
He
he's
can help.
averaging
You know what the
24.
blockbuster. You know what a good trade for him is. You know what'd be a good trade for him. Trade for like Kyrie in Dallas.
I mean, I think Dallas could use definitely point guard play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder
I
what
think he fits their
Kyrie's
timeline
going
if
to
they
be
blow it
like
up.
when he comes back.
Huh?
You
I
know?
don't think that he fits their time. They're trying to go young.
He's still young.
He's not old. He's not old, but he's not as young as Cooper Flagg and like he's.
No,
he's
but
a
he's
mid-tier
good.
vet.
He can manage them until they mature, and then figure it out. And his contract will be up by the time they mature, and then
And
they can move on.
After last game, before we get Jalen Johnson, 24, 10, and 8.
He's averaging
course.
that on the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
Is
was-
he
it
an
was
all-star?
higher.
Is he
Yes,
all-star?
He's an all-star.
He's
Bro, it was like
automatic
before his
all-star.
last game, he had
Yeah.
like a bad game last game, like 17.
Damn,
It
he
was like
definitely
25.
all-star. Damn.
His mind saying about a team even like Dallas with Cooper. What's the difference between the Hawks being like, we don't need you near Jalen Johnson? Why would the Mavs be like, we want you near Cooper Flagg?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's like I've been a
Because
Trae
he
apologist
needs some
in
more
the
time for
past.
like in 3 years. Cooper gonna be near all-star.
You said,
and then
okay, I
in
see
3
what you're
years,
saying.
Trae
In the
can.
meantime,
In the meantime, until he develop into that, you can say, all right, he can help nurture him into that, and then by the time he grow into the all-star type of being that y'all projecting him to be, now you can make a decision on Trae Young on what to do because his contract gonna be up by then. Whereas it fit for Kyrie to be with Atlanta to make some runs next year in the next 3 or 4 years as a veteran guard who can really help them.
Sure.
That I feel like he fit more with them than
I
Trae.
love that as an idea.
For sure. But looking at his trade destinations that he would like to go to, how do you see him fitting in Minnesota? How do you see that working?
I don't like the Minnesota fit
Okay.
with Anthony Edwards because I like Anthony Edwards damn near as your point. I like him handling all
But
the.
he needs a secondary, but they need a real point guard and another ball handler for sure.
I mean, I think Trae is an upgrade at the point guards they have now, which is, they have Conley, who's older, and then they have the young guy who's not ready from Kentucky, Dillingham. He's not ready yet to make a deep playoff run and get them to the finals and help them in that. So, I mean, is he an upgrade? Yeah, but I'm not sure if the fit is right.
You don't think if Trae gets traded, it's already an awakening, like an eye-opening situation for him? You don't think he changes his style of play when he goes somewhere? Like he's gonna be a little different. Like I have to play off the ball more. Like
That's my only thing about the Minnesota potential that I do enjoy is that there's an established pecking order in terms of like Ant is so obviously the guy there that sets the tone. In Atlanta, because when he got drafted, and here's the thing, I don't want to seem like I'm dumping on Trae Young because the truth of the matter is he has been extremely productive in the past. He's been a fan favorite ticket seller, okay? Like this guy's been super popular. He's earned his place in sort of his standing.
Ice Trae.
However, when it was time for him to make adjustments in his approach to how he's playing, it's been like, no, because I've been anointed the franchise everything.
I'm the guy here.
And
I
you
don't need to
can't
change.
ask me to now. You basically can't demote me
Scale
in
me
my
back in my own organization.
in my prestige here. Whereas if he goes to Minnesota, it's gonna be like, look here, bro. We done been to conference finals. We have established a style of play here. We got a culture here. And Edwards is the leader. You fall in line with what he's doing. And I think I like what Ant had did with Karl Towns previously as well. In terms of encouraging him.
Pushing him.
Even when he had some of his bad instincts, he would like step in and be like, yo,
Stop fouling.
we need you to do this, that kind of thing. I just love Ant's leadership qualities.
For sure.
And so I think he could make Trae Young work.
I think it could fit in Minnesota.
That's a bad trade mid-season when you're trying to make a playoff run.
But they're not going.
It's a bad trade. Like, you don't make this type of trade in the middle of the season when you're trying to make a run to the finals.
why it's
You got no
next year.
practice time. You got no chemistry.
They're gonna have to
You
learn
got
it on the fly.
like that's a trade that you make in the off season to like,
So,
you know what I'm saying? Prep that
For
to be
sure.
ready for the long run.
do you think Minnesota is winning this year?
They got a shot to get back
I
to
think
the
they would do a
conference
trade deal
finals.
to upgrade.
They got a
I think
shot.
They could do
More
a
for
lot better.
preparing for next year, and I don't think they're thinking, what we have right now, we can.
Yeah, they've been to the conference. I think they're capable of getting to the Western Conference Final this
Again?
year.
I think you have to feel if you're Minnesota, you have to have the confidence that
Like
you can do
can't think that.
sure.
So do you think that Houston's completely better than them?
Yes.
Like, just
I don't.
overwhelming.
Yes.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think
Only
Denver,
team I think is better than them
OKC,
is
I think
OKC.
Houston, I think San Antonio.
I don't think OKC, San Antonio have the experience.
Maybe not, but they are better. Those 4 teams, I think, are a great deal better than them.
Man, I'm
I
telling you,
wouldn't say
bro.
a great deal on any of those, to
They've
be
been
honest.
together. That means something, Danny. You know that.
I think they got lucky.
Being
last year.
together 2 years in a row.
Well, the first year they had Cat, they played very well. The next year, I'm not trying to disrespect Minnesota. So Steph getting hurt helped them a lot. They played the Lakers in the first round.
Sure.
They shouldn't have been a 3 seed.
Nobody
We
thought
know
they would
that.
sweep the Lakers.
4-1. But
Nobody thought they
weren't-
would
just shouldn't have
gentlemen
been a
sweep
3
them
seed.
like that.
Lakers were good, but they shouldn't have been a 3 seed.
Well, they're going
They
to
made a
something like
midseason
that's
finish.
going to happen again this year with the Lakers.
My point is, maybe. But my point is, they got the matchups. They got lucky. It's a different type of matchup, and there's different type of teams out there.
I got
We've
you.
shown let's say OKC is good. Denver's gotten a lot better depth wise. San Antonio's grown a lot and got better depth wise. Houston has gotten better depth wise. Mind you, we don't know what they're gonna look like playoff time because there are rumblings that Fred VanVleet might come back before the playoffs.
I don't.
That's
believe
not
that.
enough.
I don't think Fred is
That's
coming
not
back.
enough?
I know I saw that on. I forget. I think he was on Rich Paul's show where they called him and he was like, "Oh, I'm working hard." Blah blah. blah. I
It's like
think that's.
7-month mark for him is like next month.
I think
It's like
that's
7 months
chatty.
for
Even
ACL
if he
recovery.
comes
Yeah,
back,
but,
he's
like,
gonna be a diminished
everybody
version
is
of
in
himself.
And he don't have to be
mid-season
listen,
form,
with that group. All he has to do is set the table.
conditioning.
So let's just get
Rhythm,
back to it though.
chemistry
Like,
means something, bro.
outside of OKC, and you said you named San Antonio, Denver, Houston. I honestly, even Denver has had problems with these guys. Lost 4 or 5 games to them last year.
It's a totally different team.
They've improved it, and they've definitely gotten that monkey off their back. But they went from losing to them, after being up 20 in Game 7 and losing like 5 straight. I think Minnesota feels like if they play Denver, they have a certain
They
confidence
feel good
against the
about
team.
that.
I think they should be trying to get way better. Is what I'm saying.
I'm with you. I don't think they have some type of grandeur delusion. They should feel a way about themselves. They accomplished some things, but they're not there. They got to know in the back of their mind they're not there, and they know that.
So
They know
who's
they're not
there? Houston. You're saying Houston's
I'm
there?
saying those 4 teams have more. They have an opportunity. Those 4 teams can get to the Western Conference Finals. I don't see Minnesota in that conversation.
Damn.
Yeah, we're just gonna
I
have
see
to
them
agree
in
to
the
disagree on that
conference
one.
finals. Yeah, for
We
sure.
forgot we didn't finish the what's the name. So the other question was Trae. We stemmed for Trae. If Milwaukee can get Trae to come there, does it keep Giannis home?
No.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Damn, that's a hard
Come
no.
on, man.
So, Trae
Ice
Giannis
Trader
team up?
gang? No.
It's still not keeping Giannis home.
No, because do you really think Milwaukee is a Trae Young away from being a serious contender in the NBA?
In the East,
No, they're not.
not like they're not going to beat the Western Conference team, but I think the East is very wide open, bro. And you got a guy like Giannis who's very good, MVP caliber player, and you can team up with Trae, and then you got Miles Turner. You got, they might have to get rid of some people. Bobby Portis. They got some decent, people,
Listen.
but they have to let some of those guys go.
Daddy,
To get
I
Trae.
just
I
don't
respect your
see.
basketball opinion. I respect your IQ. But when you get a trade in the middle of the season,
yeah,
like you're
That's
not
what
getting
it's,
there
It's not for this
of that
again.
caliber. But you had Dame Lillard.
Yeah.
So
Way
now
better.
you bring in Trae Young. You think that's an upgrade from Dame Lillard?
No, I'm saying right now it helps Giannis believe that they're building toward. Not saying they're going to win this year.
He should
He's
believe that
saying-
anyway. He
Yes.
should believe that anyway. They've been doing something every year for him.
Yeah, but
Like
again,
they've gone out their way to try to prove
I
this
don't know
team
why
every
that
year.
Miles
move
Turner was not the move,
convinces
is what I'm saying.
anybody.
Well, they did something. They didn't stand pat like
Danny,
some
if
teams
you were
do.
Giannis and you were hell bent on winning as much as you possibly could, a Trae Young trade would convince you that you're now in position to win big.
Not saying win big, no, but I'm saying it's a direction that we can build something.
But that's
around.
the standard that he has
Yeah.
made public.
If that's the
his
case, then
standard.
why are you trying to go to? So you think New York is the like? If he really wanted to win big, he would go somewhere like OKC or San Antonio.
No, I'm
Sure, yeah. Again, OKC, San Antonio. I know these are great teams and good situations. Like we got to take the personal into account too. Like nobody's trying to go to OKC, man.
If you want to win, why wouldn't you?
I don't think
If
that.
you hell bent on
OKC
it,
is
like you
not
said,
moving nothing.
I don't think so.
I'm not saying they are, but I'm saying
Should
if you hell
OKC
bent-
be concerned? Though,
What I'm
right
saying,
now?
no,
Yeah.
it shouldn't. But you saying if they're hell bent on winning, you consider all cities that have a chance to win, not just the cities that have good weather.
I don't think it's. I'm not saying the good weather part, Danny. I'm just saying like he doesn't want to do the podunk town thing. Like that's just
no more Milwaukee's over again, even if he's winning.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's winning and something different than what he's already experienced. Because think about it, he's already won big in a small town.
Yeah.
You know, I want to win big in a major, different city, different media market, all of those things, just to round out the Trae stuff.
Okay.
Clippers, obviously, they
I got
should
a
be
major
trying to
trade right now.
talent
but I'm not gonna
upgrade.
say
So
it
would
on
he,
camera.
if he went to the Clippers, would that help them? Is that the leadership that would help the Clippers?
Who?
You think?
Leadership?
Trae. That's what the last question.
I got
the
a
last question.
major trade, but I can't even say it on
After
camera.
so after this question,
I
tell us
can't
what's-
say it on camera. There's no way I can say this.
What are you scared to say? Who are you trading?
No way. Let's go.
All right, so we can't. Then if Trae goes, the last question was the Clippers. If he went to the Clippers, would that change their look?
No.
I think the Clippers should be one to upgrade in talent, but I don't think their fortunes are vastly improved. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops. And Prize Picks lets you take control.
My guys, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart have been hooping more, all damn day. Jalen points, more. Threes, more. Josh rebounds, more. Absolutely, I'm hammering more.
And that rookie, Con Canupel, crushing it. Also, more.
New feature alert, Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. It's go time.
And you can find your community on Prize Picks. With the new social feeds feature, you can share your Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow Prize Picks partners like us and tail or fade our picks with just one click.
Prize Picks is so simple to play. Just download the Prize Picks app today and use code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Let's get into our picks reviews. The holidays and all of that, we stopped with the monitoring of the picks, but we're back with our picks leaderboard. And Monday night we had the Knicks at the Pistons. Pistons destroyed the New York Knicks without Jalen Durant. Just horrible showing by the Knicks. Knicks were without Josh Hart again. Everyone went 3-1 on their picks. Basically, Jalen Brunson had less than 26. Paul, me and you said more. Paul said less. Mitchell Robinson had 10 rebounds. Everybody said more. Cade had more than 26.5 points. Paul said less. Me and Danny said more. And then Cade more or less than 6.5 assists.
Boy, doubled it.
Yeah, he had a great game. Had a great showing.
Oh, he let
How large is the gap between the Knicks and the Pistons right now?
That's one game. I don't think
I
it's a
think
large
it's just
gap.
a
Mind you,
game.
they're still.
I honestly
Josh
think
Hart's
this
not
is
there right
long
now.
regular
He's one
season.
player.
I think it's a huge gap. When I looked at the playoff series last year, how close it was, and they got better. The
You think
Knicks,
they've just completely
they're
surpassed the Knicks?
way better than the Knicks.
Oh, God.
Way
Here we
better
go.
than the Knicks.
Paul, we see you had a tweet on X where you claimed that you could get 6 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist in 22 minutes in the league right now.
So my final year.
What was your thought process behind that tweet?
Well, I mean, my thought process was like when I saw Cat get 6, 1, and 1 in 22 minutes, I'm like, I could do that. I could probably still be in the league. So my last year in the league, everybody been frying me saying, hey, you averaged 3 points and 2 rebounds your last year. When I said, well, how many minutes did I play? Well, if you look it up, I played 11 minutes.
That's half the time. So if you did double the minutes.
So you double those minutes, I can get you that.
All right, let's get into our favorite segment of every single show. That's our picks of the night presented by Prize Picks. And we got a great matchup, a rematch of...
Ooh.
I think it was November they played where the Lakers won a really close game
overtime
at Crypto. Great game, crazy finish.
Missed the free throws. He got fouled on the tip in.
This time, yes, super dope finish. This time, Lakers are at the Spurs. LeBron more or less than 20.5 points, Danny Green.
more. He has to go. Like, for them to be in this game, mind you, with AR being out, like, it's just him and Luka. Like, they have to score. So I'm going to say more.
What about you, Paul?
Yeah, primetime game. He's going to get some calls. I'm going to go more.
LeBron's been averaging something like 25, 6, and 6 for the last month or so. He seems to be getting his legs up under him. I'm going to go less, however. I think he's going to play more of a floor game and, like, set the right screens, find the right guys. I think he's going to be more of that kind of guy. LeBron more or less than 8.5 assists.
Less. If he does that offensively, they're going to get blown out.
Got you.
Jeez.
But he's going to have less assists. He has to score.
Yeah, I'm going to say less because he's going to be doing a lot more scoring. I think he's going to be a little more aggressive than passing. He has to with no Austin Reeves. So I'll go less with the 8.5 assists.
9 assists is a lot, so I'm just going less as well. Wembanyama, more or less than 26.5 points.
This is his first game back if he's back, correct?
No, he played the other night. He played against Memphis.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They lost, too.
Yeah, they did lose to
Took
Memphis.
that L. 1 point loss.
Come
Ja
on.
Morant-less Memphis. So they're going to be looking to get some get back.
For sure. I'm going to go less, though. I just don't.
Yeah.
27 points is a lot. Second, third game back.
Paul, what do you got?
I just don't like the interior defense of the Lakers.
They
I'm
don't have
going
it.
more.
Yeah, they don't.
I'm going more.
I'm going to go less. I think JJ, what he's going to do is devise a game plan to make sure that Wemby doesn't beat them. However, the Spurs got plenty of other players that could beat you. But I'm still going less.
Hence why on Stephen Castle, I'm going to go more.
Stephen Castle, last pick of the night, more or less than 18.5 points.
More.
You got to go more.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go less because I feel like he hasn't had a consistent run with points because the Spurs have so many different guys
they
that
got
can give you
different guys that
18,
can
20 a
attack you.
night. So I'm going to go less.
The Lakers' point of attack
He hadn't
defense.
had a good game in a while. I think he's due for a good
Yeah,
game.
he's
Yeah,
gonna-
I
he's
think
gonna
he's
make-
good for like good
He's
16,
gonna
though.
have, as the lights are bright, this kid shows up.
Who you got winning the game, though?
Spurs easily.
Spurs?
I wouldn't say easily, but Spurs I think going to win. They're due for one. They had a couple bad losses recently. Like,
I'll
they
take
lost-
Lakers in an upset.
They lost to Cleveland, right? Utah, Portland, and Memphis.
Got you.
They had them in the power rankings as number
Yeah.
one still. It's like, yo, they need to win.
Okay, let's get into our next segment here, and it's been a leap year for a lot of guys in the league, and I want to give a shout out to my former colleague Michael Pina at The Ringer. He put out a piece where he highlighted a bunch of guys that are making leaps this year, not just like second year guys who were just way better than their rookie year, and making obvious improvements, or third-year guys for that matter, but guys that are just legitimately vastly improving their expectation coming into the season.
Yeah, supersede next.
And the first person I want to talk about is Michael Porter Jr. going to the Brooklyn Nets. I think we thought that he would get more opportunities and he would have a higher volume, but like his efficiency has stayed the same, if not even better. And he's doing more. It's kind of crazy. And it's not just that. The guy, he's playing hard. He's playing the right way. Like,
They're playing good basketball. They're winning
smart,
more than they should.
winning basketball.
Yeah, they're winning more than they should because
Yeah.
if they're trying to get picks or try to get better, like they shouldn't be winning. But they're playing good basketball. He's shown he's got a point to prove. And if you're a team that's kind of in the dumps or trying to figure out, this is the guy you need to trade for. Like the Golden States, like they're looking for a switch up. Like they need to come get this guy because he's been balling. So yeah.
I was somebody that was high on the Denver trade. I'm still actually pretty high on it. I think it changed the sort of makeup of their team.
Yeah,
They
Cam
needed
Johnson, high IQ guys, knock it down.
and he's just lateral quickness.
play a
Like
little more
MPJ
defense,
is like a bigger guy now. He's not a guard threes, run around screens kind of guy. Like he's just not. And they needed that element.
They needed another
in
defender.
in their lineup. So I'm still high on the trade, but MPJ's blown me away with what he's done. Denny Avdija, for me,
going crazy.
has been the craziest
Jump. Most
guy.
improved player in the league. He's definitely most improved.
Denny Avdija is leading the league in drives per game. They can't keep this guy out the paint. He's upped his free throw percentage.
He's averaging that?
Yes.
26, 7, and 7.
26, 7, and 7.
It's my legit
He's an
all-star.
all-star. He's just
He's
straight
an
up an
all-star.
all-star.
Wait a minute. Hold
This
on.
is not just
And
all-star numbers.
by
It's
the
like
way,
MVP numbers.
Paul, when at the end of games, Portland just gives him the rock.
Yeah, he's a
And
clutch
teams
guy.
are like, yo, what the fuck?
He closed
We gotta
out
put our
San Antonio.
best defender on Denny Avdija.
Yeah. They
Where
got
did he
trapped him.
come from?
He was in
Well, he
Washington.
was on the
Well,
Wizards, and he was
he's
always a
from
quality
Israel,
player.
But he was in Washington.
Yeah.
But he didn't play.
But like
he didn't
nobody
get that
watched
much,
Washington.
Yeah, he
No.
wouldn't get that much opportunity there either.
Yeah.
When he got to Portland,
They got him for basically nothing.
And they got him. I think his deal is very, very
See, it's
fair.
hard for me to judge players on these bad teams because when you become good, then it's like, how good are you really on a good team? Because like we're seeing MPJ average 25, but on a championship team, he's 18.
Yeah.
You know, so like I like the fact that he's doing what he needs to do, and he could contribute as a third option on a championship team with these type of numbers because I don't see him as a lead guy on a winning team.
No,
what about the idea? Some people have the idea that maybe the Nets might even want to keep him. He's become so valuable, and
MPJ maybe.
You like to have shooting around your young guys.
I think we're talking about Avia. Portland's not that bad. Like they're okay this year.
They had a run at the end of last season. I think
they're not as bad as like New Orleans.
I don't think they're gonna make the play-in. They're in the play-in now.
Yeah,
but I think they're gonna slide out.
They're gonna be in the play-in. I think.
You think?
Yeah,
it's the team right under them.
The teams behind them are really bad.
Yeah.
There's one team.
New Orleans, Sacramento.
It's some bums.
Yeah, you're right. It will make the play-in.
It's some bums behind them.
But I like what he's doing. He's doing what he needs to do, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you're on a team like that, you like, shoot, this is my opportunity with a bunch of young guys. Yeah. You're standing out.
Yeah.
And he's doing what he needs to do.
Utah, there's a couple of teams that's behind them.
And I think Denny.
Utah, that's it. Utah is going to be all right.
Keontae George balling, but they said they're going to be in the outside.
Like, then you got that other kid with the hop Shannon. I mean, not Shannon, but Sharp.
Yeah, Sharp.
The Sharp kid.
Yeah.
Oh, he is cold.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
Portland, I think they had a nice run on the second half of last season. People over the summer were like, oh, maybe Portland could be like I think they've come below expectations a little bit this year in terms of their highest with the coaching and the injuries.
So Thiago Splitter taking over.
Is Scoot even their point guard anymore? Who fucking knows?
He was hurt, right? Didn't he have another? He had a major.
I don't know. I think
injury,
he got to be disappointed with the way the Scoot thing is gone. Mm-hmm. But our last leap guy is definitely Austin Reeves, who we've talked about. He's hurt right now, but he's been a bona fide all-star.
If he didn't miss these games, he should have been. He should be.
100%.
We gotta be talking about Josh Giddey as the lead too, dog.
Josh Giddey's having a great season too.
Yeah, he's not been playing, but Josh Giddey's in there.
They would start out good. He's still playing well. He took a couple. He had some injuries. They took a dip though.
He's in there as far as the league because he's like playing all-star level basketball too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the biggest one for me is probably Denny Abdia because I thought he was a solid role player.
There's other guys out there we're not mentioning. We should give some flowers to.
Sure.
Like Ryan Rollins.
Ryan Rollins, 100%.
You know
what I'm saying?
A guy who's they signed him for like $3 or $4 million a year, and he's a bona fide starter. AJ Mitchell having a great year.
Also, the kid also that's coming off the bench for the Houston Rockets.
Reed
Shepard, yes.
Anthony Black.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of guys out there that are hooping right now, and they should get some more notoriety. But of course, these are the guys like all-stars and get top, but those other guys should be
my boy from Indiana, Nembhard.
Yeah, his younger brother solid.
He had a great NBA playoff showing.
18 a night.
Yeah. No, he's
his younger brother's killing.
His younger brother's doing well too in Dallas.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys though, because fans, it's like you hear this, such and such is making a leap this year. Such and such is making a leap. I want to ask you guys about your own careers and when you felt like, okay, like I was here, but now I'm here. When you like felt the difference in like how did that manifest?
Yeah, so I felt the difference like my third year in the league. I really felt like I thought I should have been an all-star. I feel like I got snubbed. My third year, I was averaging like 25. I was like, all right, I'm comfortable in the league right now. I figured it out. The game is slowing down.
What was giving you problems before that you had a better time of mastering?
I don't think it was just problems. It was just like earning the respect of the coaches and the team, giving me more rope.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think I came in with.
You had a great rookie season.
I was averaging like 16. I was averaging 20 before I sprained my ankle, as a rookie. But then that kind of slowed me down because I played on a sprained ankle, and that allowed my average because I was always a natural scorer. And I just started figuring out the other things, like, playing out of double teams now, figuring out that this about my third year, I was learning how to play the different defenses. Like, at first it was just raw scoring and all of that. But then when you start figuring out, are they doubling me? Where the double come out? This man's open the corner, the skip pass, this and that. You start figuring out how to pick apart the defense.
Are you watching film in the off season?
All day long.
Got you.
Yeah, I'm watching film. I'm watching myself. I'm watching other players who I can just like learn from them,
Got you.
all of that. And I'm seeing like, all right, I need to get stronger. I'm not finishing my and ones, so I need to get a little more stronger. I need to get more explosive. My legs need to get strong. I'm looking at all of that. And so, like, my third year for me was the leap.
You feel like you took that step.
Yes.
Into, like, I'm really a guy now.
Yeah.
Danny, you had a different
My process
process in
is way
terms of
different.
becoming a bona fide starter, a guy who not only started games for the sport, you closed damn near every single game because of what you brought to the table. When you feel like you're like, oh, I'm a guy who can be counted upon.
I had to earn on defense mostly. That's how I gaining Pop and him's respect, like third year. But there was one year I was never the guy, but there was one year I was able to handle, like, do a little bit more. I watched a little film. I made a little jump and, like, all right, let me see if I can get some options off DHOs. You know what I'm saying? Or get a little second side pick and roll, like get a little mid-range. I had to work on a mid-range. And that was the year Kawhi was out, I think. Like, when he was kind of sitting out, I was like, all right, I'm going to handle the ball a little bit. If you look at, like, maybe 2017 or 18, I was handling the ball a little bit more just for, like, a short stint.
Gotcha.
But I had to get that confidence from the coach. Like, I had to build it in them. I showed them I was working on it.
Gave you more
and they're
rope.
like, all right, he's able to do it. But before that, then I went to Toronto. And I was like, the team's only bringing me in to do this. But I had to solidify myself as what I was, as a defensive guy, and then knocking down shots.
Yeah.
And I had to get, perfect that and get better at it. And it's easy to do when nobody knows you in a scout report, but even harder when they know what the hell you can do and they're trying to get you to run you off the line. So, like, how efficient can you be when they know your scouting report? So just getting better at it, learning how to get you to your spots, your feet quicker, creating space or getting your shot off quick enough, or pump fake aside, fly by, reload, still being effective and not having to go inside, because the scout reports get them off the line, make them go inside. Not let them just do that. Finding ways to still get your shot off and staying behind the line. And then, again, figuring that out, how to just, last in the league that long by just knowing what they're bringing you in to do. Listen, like, once I knew what my role was, I didn't need to venture out of that. Just needed to get, perfect that and get better at that, and finding how I get my shots and spots in certain offenses.
Yeah.
When you become more reliable on defense, like, is that a film thing? Is that a Spurs giving you a program for the offseason? What is that?
It's a little bit of everything, yeah. And it's like, you need to work on this. You need to work chasing guys. It was more of a pin-down league. You can't get screened. You know what I'm saying? We need you to do this. And then
lock and trail.
All those things. Like, and if they say do it this way,
there's
no, like,
drill in practice.
Yeah, we had little drills. And it's like, there was not much room for, like, sometimes a player has a feel like, all right, Tony Allen might be like, I could shoot the gap on. No, if they tell you to do this is what you better fucking do this, or you coming out the game. So we had to make sure you do it that way. But yeah, just mostly it's personnel with everything in defense. Like, knowing the guys, his habits. Everybody has habits. Even also, I was like, all right, I know when what's his name does a little dance, I know he's going side step right, or he's going to do his step back left, and trying to force. And just also what the game plan is. We're going to force this guy right and left, and you got to know that, within 0.5 seconds of closing out to a guy, whether he's a shooter, whether he's a driver, and what hand you sending him to. Because if you fuck it up, you're gonna look really bad. And doing that in San Antonio was all film, basically.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, man, we just went from players taking individual leaps to now a team we thought was taking a leap, but seems to be backsliding a bit, and that's the OKC Thunder, who have lost back-to-back games for the second time this season, this time to the Suns, or as I like to call them, the Phoenix Dillon Brooks, and the Hornets. The Hornets beat them by damn near 30.
It's a back-to-back. And that first loss was deflating, bro. Definitely.
It was not just an L. They lost by 30.
They got smoked. They got built.
Okay, OKC is now 6-6 in their last 12 games after starting 24-1. That's why I was just like, guys, they're 30-7.
I think it was just one of those nights for them. Like, Charlotte, you seen the shot that LaMelo hit, falling out of bounds off one leg?
That was crazy.
You have one of those nights in the league where the other team just cannot miss.
And they was coming off a bad loss, back-to-back. Like, Shea barely got 20. Like, that's letting me know y'all are struggling. I watched the game. They had some open looks. They just missed them. It was one of those nights for them where they were playing bad and Charlotte was playing really good, and that was the result of it. And they hadn't lost to an Eastern Conference team in regular season since last year, January. So, like, it's been a full calendar year damn near.
Paul, what's your level of concern? 1 to 10. 10 being, yo, this is a major freaking problem. Some changes need to happen in terms of talent upgrade, whatever the case may be. 0 meaning this is absolutely nothing. Let's move on. There's nothing to see here.
I'm going to say it's a 0. Because I
Wow.
can see. No, but this is the thing. They still got the best record in the league, right? And yeah, I know they got back-to-back losses, but like, it gets to the point in the season when you had this type of success coming off a championship and you've just been dominating. Sometimes you get bored with the process, and you're like, man, it's a long season. You know, it takes steps to get back to where you want to get to, but like, it can be draining, and you're like, man, I can't wait for the playoffs. But you know, there's a process of getting to that point.
They want to simulate the fucking
Yeah,
games.
you
but
want to simulate the games, but they'll get back. They'll get it back. You know, we're almost at the halfway mark, and I wish that they had All-Star at the exact halfway mark. You know, and it'll be better.
So
I
they're
think
hitting a
mentally.
wall, not a rookie
They just
wall,
hit
but
a wall a
championship
little
wall.
bit, and you know, could be their championship hangover. They haven't had one.
Got you.
You know, sometimes teams have that
Yeah.
that hangover, so I'm not
I mean, they
concerned
were the cup
yet.
games and everything too. I think make a play, but a part to play in it. But yeah, again, I think this is trying to repeat is harder to do.
You know,
than
and
actually
they beat
winning
all
first
the
one.
good teams.
What's your level of concern? His is 0.
Yeah, I'm gonna
What's
say at
yours?
least it's like at least a 4 or 5. Like you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Damn.
It's not a heavy high. It's like a medium. Like
The
you use
best record
6
in the league.
games, and I said Spurs is one thing. Like 3, but losing at home to Spurs 2 was like okay, we have a Spurs issue. Now it's not Phoenix, Minnesota, Charlotte. Like Charlotte, okay, that was a bad night, but Phoenix, Minnesota, like some of those
They
games.
haven't lost to any teams outside the Spurs that are going to give them a concern in the playoffs.
Sure. I think my level is about a 6.
Damn.
It's a 6. It's a 6. And the reason
That's
why,
wild.
because everybody's just assumes OKC is gonna their group is just gonna get way better.
Yeah, they're not that far ahead of
They're
everybody
gonna be
anymore.
so much better than
It's a-
everybody.
it's a closer
They're
gap
a young
to
team. They're gonna
everybody
kill
else.
everybody. Here's the problem with that thinking, Paul. This is the NBA. These are the best players, the best coaches,
They're gonna
the
figure it
best
out.
athletes, the best basketball minds in the world. This idea that they're not gonna figure out a way to make you worse than your best, like it just makes no sense. Than your previous best, not some new thing that you've developed. This previous thing that you've beat people with. I'm not surprised when they go against Phoenix. Just really quickly. And Phoenix is making them uncomfortable. The fucking Phoenix Suns. They're making
Phoenix
OKC
is a pretty
look
competitive team, though.
They are. But the Phoenix Suns basically impose their will defensively on OKC. And again, I'm not surprised by it. I'm not saying they can't win the championship. They're finished. Blow it all up. All of that. But am I concerned? Yes.
All right,
I'm
so listen
concerned.
to this. Me as a former player, I'm on a team that's dominant. Championship. I've won a championship. The next year, we go to Phoenix. We're like, just mindset-wise, I'm like, we might not even have shoot around for them.
Yeah. I feel
That's
it.
where
I
my
feel
concern
it.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Like, and then Charlotte, we might not have shoot around for them. And now we like, all right, you know what, guys?
These are
let's
two
get,
go-out teams.
like,
is
these
what
is
you're
we
saying.
going out.
Yeah.
Dinner, a couple
I'm
bottles
with
of
you.
wine,
But
maybe.
that's where my concern is.
You know.
Like you're
But
complacent.
you got to see, before you go, Danny, long season, and you know guys got to get out. Like, it's like, too long of a season to be in your hotel room every night. Like, guys, go have some fun.
Yeah.
Like, you have to
season.
have some long
Reset.
season. Because you know, like, them last month and a half, you're going to buckle down, and it's going to be lock-in time.
And they have a
You hope
great
so. That's
cushion
why-
in the standings.
For sure, but this is why they say don't flip the like you can't just turn it on when you
Some
gotta
teams
keep it
can.
on. Some teams can, but young teams usually can't. So like you gotta. My concern is not with their roster; it's just their mentality and their approach right now. It's like if they don't tighten up, they might not be able to turn that switch back on. Like you gotta make sure you don't lose yourself.
I don't see no
enough.
chinks. I don't see no, like, no.
They play Spurs again soon.
I don't see no egos on this team. I don't see no hotheads on this team. I see a bunch of young guys who get along,
For sure.
who don't get in no trouble, who pull for one another.
just
They
wanna
not
make
like
sure-
our team.
For
Like
sure.
we might be out
Yeah.
kicking it. Like, man, we ain't worried about them. Like, look, they ain't got no hotheads. You ain't got no dudes on the team. I don't feel like they got no dudes on the team that might
Nobody
get arrested
threatened
the night before.
Mark Dagnall
Nah,
to
they're
fight.
not
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
but still, they got to show me the
Nobody
hunger.
threatened
They
to
got to
put
keep
hands
that
on
that unsatisfaction hunger to me. Is sort of like you're serious about it.
And yeah, again, just to reiterate, I think the other guys in the NBA are pros too. They're hyper competitive too, and they're meeting OKC for the challenge. And
You get
again,
everybody's best shot every night.
That's what it means to be the champion.
And I think that's part of it though too. Like us, the standard for them is high because they went 24-1.
Yeah.
Realistically, if they didn't go 24
A 6-6 stretch, nobody's really.
yeah, if they was what are they now? 30 and
They're
6?
30 and 7.
30 and 7. We'd be like, we wouldn't be saying a damn thing.
They're up, but the number 2 in the West is behind them by like 6-7 games.
Yeah,
so
30 and 7. We'd be like, all right.
What are we talking about right now?
So
I'm concerned about them other teams. The 12 losses.
All right, let's get into standing on business. Of course, the king of the petty, KD, Monday night hit a dagger 3 to win the game and beat the Suns 100-97. He said, "quote He knew it was going up as soon as he came out the huddle." Okay, so
Yeah.
Of course. No Sengun, he's definitely shooting the ball.
Shooting that rock. When asked if it meant more to hit that shot on the Suns, he responded, "quote Most definitely a place that I didn't want to leave. My first time, I don't want to sound too dramatic, but I will. To be kicked out of a place."
Traded.
Another quote, "It feels good to play against a team that booted you out of the building and scapegoated you for all the problems they had. And it hurt because I put all my effort and love and care towards the Suns and the Phoenix area and Arizona in general. But that's just the business. That's the name of the game."
Yeah, for sure.
Said, get these niggas.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Do you ever lose the chip on your shoulder when playing a former team?
No.
I've never really had a chip on my shoulder because, like, when I went back to Boston, that was like a mutual thing. I didn't feel kicked out of town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Durant got to understand that comes with the territory when you're at a certain caliber player that he is. There's expectations put on wherever you go.
Yes.
So when things don't work out, you are the scapegoat. And so I get it, though. But, great players need little things throughout the course of a season to keep them motivated, too. Like, he used that, like, all right, let me go bust their ass real quick. Let me get them this and let them hold on to that, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Regardless, I think if...
Were you pissed the first time you played the Spurs?
I wouldn't say pissed. I wasn't kicked out of there either. But regardless, kicked out or not, you still want to let them know what's up. Like, I'm saying, y'all...
They didn't necessarily have to put you in a deal with Kawhi.
Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, again, when it happened, I thought it was time. Like, I wasn't.
Oh,
I wasn't
okay,
upset
got
about
you.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I thought it was
You was ready to go to Toronto.
It was a good move for both. Like, I thought this is another team in the East that could win. I thought my time, I'm gonna say, was up there, but I felt it was time for change.
For a new challenge.
Yes. It was up and playing for Poppers night. It was a lot on the mental. And emotional,
Damn, right, I bet.
So I was like, what? It ain't a bad thing for me to be so. But even said, I didn't feel kicked out of Toronto. But if I played against them, it's like, all right, I'm going to let y'all know y'all probably should have wanted me back, tried to get me back or kept me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only place that I felt like I was kind of, I'm going to say kicked out of, but definitely traded. They let me know, but LA. But even then, even if I was kicked out or not, or traded where it was like I didn't
Were you part of the Russ deal?
I was part of the Schroeder deal.
Schroeder, okay, to get Schroeder in there.
So they were each year trying to get more guys and to get Bron off the ball, which it never we're gonna get LeBron off the ball, save his legs, keep him fresh, and it made sense. I was
Your
like, okay,
man Rob Pelinka.
I made sense. I was like, all right, Schroeder, and he played well.
He did.
That's when he turned down.
He actually played well with the Lakers.
He turned down the money mid-season extension. That's when in the season he didn't get the money was dried up. There was no money on the market, so he had to take less.
The Lakers went from having the best defense in the NBA easily. AD, Danny Green, KCP, Caruso, Kuzma,
Dwight, JaVale.
Just a bunch of killers on defense.
That Avery Bradley too.
To get rid of all of them. They got rid of
that
all
didn't make
of
sense.
them and said, fuck perimeter defense.
That didn't make no sense.
Schroeder,
it's been downhill ever since, bro.
It made that Schroeder deal, they kept AC for a little bit and KCP for a second. Then they went and got Trez later. So, the Schroeder thing made sense to me at the time to keep another ball handler for Bron.
Then they went and paid Taylor Horton Tucker and told AC to go fish, go get your bread elsewhere.
Yeah.
In-house guy.
He was a clutch guy.
Yeah,
but Taylor was good though. Taylor was young.
See how Danny just rushed over. He said THT is a clutch guy.
But he was good. He was good though at the time. He was young.
He was young.
And then I guess he didn't pan out the way they expected.
League.
Right now, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But he showed signs of some real.
He
couldn't play in that group because
wild.
also they went and got Russ, and he was another guy that needed the ball in his hand. You know what I'm saying? So
It was
They
a
traded
mistake. I'm
KC.
just saying.
Kuz, and who else went to that DC deal for? Was it Trez went there? They went and got Russ
Yeah.
because they went because Trez came over from the Clipper side after winning 6th Man of the Year,
Right.
and then they traded him to DC with KC and
That's
Kuz.
right. I remember that. Yeah.
Got rid of all of their perimeter defenders. Just a crazy times. But I just love. I don't know. I'm into KD having a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah,
Like
for
Paul
sure.
said, it makes for great entertainment. Him yelling at everybody after he
Again.
made the shot.
Everybody, even if you felt it was mutual, I think like, anytime you play your old team, you gonna like
Yeah.
listen, man. Like I'm sure even the Phoenix Suns guys with Dylan Brooks and them, like yo, they still love him in Houston, but he's like yo, nah.
It's like, you're going to see an ex. You want to have a fresh
Yo.
cut.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to look
Right.
Look how bad my new one is. Like,
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you ain't gonna go up
everybody
there looking
knows
crazy,
that.
yeah.
Everybody knows that. And now, I just want to get you guys on a foul and no foul. I'm just going to play some sound from the great
Man.
Jay Kidd, one of the greatest point guards of all time, head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. He was asked about Cooper Flagg hitting the
Let me hear
quote-unquote
this.
rookie wall. Let me fire this up for you guys
Let me
really
hear this. Now.
quickly.
When I heard this, bro, it's brought me back to some other times, some other coaches.
How, in your conversation with him, how can you help him kind of get through that process?
He's got to touch it. He's got to rub it and hold it. He's got to embrace it. That's just a mental thing. For the great ones, they touch it. They don't run from it. They find a way to go over it or through it or around it.
Over it,
It's not going to
through it, or around it. Jeez.
For him, it's just understanding that, embracing it, and just like playing point guard, it's going to be uncomfortable. But
It's going to be uncomfortable, huh? Jeez.
to get off the rookie ball.
Jeez.
All right, man. Jay Kidd, man.
Jesus.
Was that foul or no foul about the
Jeez.
rookie wall? Lord have mercy. He's
Pause.
gotta hold
The
it.
touch it, rub
He's got to hold it. He's got to comfort it.
it. The touch it, rubbing it,
Rub
it.
that wall, brother.
It's a
Figure
little
out
bit much.
around it.
Nah, this is wild. This is
That might have been the
sinner's work.
wildest take ever.
Oh,
this is the
figure a
sinner's
way
work.
around it.
Figure out,
But this brought me
rub
back
it
to
and
when
hold
I said
it.
when I heard him say this, it's like there's certain coaches
Gotta
like in certain
embrace
meetings,
it.
It's hard to like not laugh at certain shit. But I feel like I had a couple coaches that would purposely say some
Oh,
funny
yeah.
wild shit, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you purposely trying to say some wild shit? To
This
get
is
a
something you
reaction?
should tell your girl. I think, like, not your player, right?
Did you hit a rookie wall?
I had a little slump because I sprained
But it
my
was the
ankle.
ankle,
It
you
was
think?
the ankle I sprained, but I kept playing because it was a 50-game season.
Oh, yes.
So
it was
it's
the
like-
lockout
It was
short.
the lockout season, so I
99,
was like,
98,
I
99,
can't miss no games. You know what I'm saying? So
So you didn't even get a chance.
didn't
But,
feel like
but
I
we
hit
do
the
see
wall.
this with a lot of young guys, Danny, where like it gets to a point in the season where it's just like, all right, you know, I don't know if it's
Especially his usage rate, bro. Like
the
they're playing that point
usage,
guard,
and it's
playing
like
that.
you played 30-something games in college, and you're
Yeah.
already up to that basically by January.
Yeah.
You've already surpassed your
Damn.
college output from the year before, and then there's 3 more months of the season to go. You know,
It
Yeah.
takes some time for your mental to be conditioned to go through an NBA season and prepare for playoffs. But even vets hit the ball. Some guys that never played winning basketball or played in the playoffs. There's some guys that never played playoffs. When they get into the playoffs, that's why they say, yo, they're not experienced enough because they haven't been in the playoffs yet.
like a
To
deep
even
run,
lose.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like they got to lose first and actually go through the playoffs to know what it's like to be in a mental series with a group.
Right.
A game like Minnesota had gotten some losses. OKC, I thought last year, like they're gonna need. It's gonna take them a year to actually have that endurance.
and they had some
mentally.
playoff growing pains.
You need some emotional and mental endurance to like just to gauge what it's like to do it and lose through it first to know what it's like to win.
I think even Edgecombe, he started off really hot. He had
Mm-hmm.
a little lull after that, and now he's back to
Like
being
he's picking it
productive
back up.
again.
Yeah.
But he did very 3-4 weeks into it. It's like, oh, he's not dropping 20 all the
Up
time.
and down.
He's not.
But they were also up and down as a group. Like Joel will come in, out. Guys in it. Like you
Yeah.
don't know who's
which
playing.
is hard
PG.
for a rookie to adjust to.
Sometimes he's gotten the ball in his hand. Sometimes they just nope. Quentin Grimes is here. We got Jared McCain back now. So we're gonna, try
If
to
you
get-
had to guess, even for today's players, what is the hardest thing for them to adjust to, adapt to, coming into the NBA, coming out of 1 year of college, a bunch of AAU ball, maybe a couple of like, under 17 USA select team ball for like the best players. What do you think is the toughest thing that they even have to learn or adjust to as young guys?
Well, the toughest thing for me was just the travel every week because you wasn't traveling like this in college. And so it can kind of break your routine because, like, you got a certain routine at home, but then, like, when you travel so much on the road, you eat certain type of foods, and it's hard to get what you really want to. Like, it's like that kind of – so you got to figure out a new routine when you get to the league that's good for you, and especially when there's more games. Think about this. So, like, you travel. Say you play a game, you got a game the next night. You travel that night. You might not get in until 3, 4 in the morning. So the adjustment is like, damn, my sleeping pattern. Like, I'm used to getting up at 8, 9, and now I'm getting up at 10, 11, and now I'm like, what time do I eat?
So
what time? Like, it's like a rhythm, like a routine. So it throws it a little off. And so that's the one thing, just adjusting that pattern of things. Like, when I get in at 4, this is going to be my pattern now when I do that. When I get in at a normal hour, getting back to the same rhythm. So you just got to make those adjustments.
I'll say that's part of it, but for me, it was like what I was just saying, like the mental endurance. But it's like not just the speed of the game, but the speed of the thinking part of the game, of how quick you have to
executing
think.
On a possession to possession
and how fast you have to think
every single game,
and it gets repetitive and over, and just mentally not getting fatigued from watching film every day, doing the same things, walk through every day, and just getting conditioned to it and used to it. And there was a point where I used to watch basketball all the time, and I'm like, if I continue to do this, I'm gonna get burnt out. So I was like, when I go home, because every day I'm gonna watch everything else. TV series, shows, something else. It's like, because if I continue to watch basketball, I'm going to be dead tired of basketball, be burnt out. I'm not going to last long. Because just mentally, it just wears on you. And then once you become a part of a winning group, now it's like, it's a whole nother season in the playoffs. Yeah. So your mental fatigue your endurance has to be even stronger. So just adapt and adjusting to that, and the speed of thinking the game. Because I said, you got to know everybody on the floor as a defender, who you're closing out to, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. KYP is everything, and then what your philosophies are as a group, how you're guarding this other group. All right, we're sending this guy here, right, left, him. You got to know everybody, and you have to know that within 0.5 seconds of closing out somebody or running around, because you're not going to match up the same guy every time down the floor. And offensively, what are the sets? It's a lot of games within the game, but it all comes down to just the mental endurance of not getting fatigued by over film all day.
I remember. Stan Van Gundy was calling a game, and he was explaining, like, there's no really good players who aren't thinking the game. Yeah. Like, some guys can contribute. Like, you can have a JaVale McGee, say, no disrespect, but, like, who's not, like, we're not accusing him of being a chess player, like a Jokic in terms of the chess match. But he can still contribute.
Yeah.
But, like, in order to, like, really affect the game, you have to be mentally on it.
There's very few guys you're saying that can affect the game with just their talent and not know it and have a low IQ.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why a lot of low IQ guys are not getting. You're like, oh, why is this guy not getting minutes? Why is this guy not playing?
He doesn't get it.
He can't fit in that coach's system. Yeah. He can be a really good shooter, really good scorer, he's a really good athlete, but he's not picking up what the coach is trying to tell him. He's not grasping it, and he just doesn't have the IQ.
Right.
And he's not thinking it fast enough. He's just in his own agenda.
Right.
Oh, shit, man. On that note, man, y'all better think the game.
Think the game, dog. Come on.
Use that noggin. We want to thank everybody who's been checking in with us every single episode, sharing our stuff, commenting on our stuff. Like, we appreciate all of that. We just want to remind everybody we are just getting started. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, like this video, hit the notification bell. If you're listening to this on any podcast platform, go ahead and leave us a review. Give us 5 stars. We really appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
This has been a Playmaker production.